Greetings one and all to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator, actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. This is Let's Play Surrogate. That's right, Mr. Flesher. Got my eyes peeled like a lemon. I know most of those stories just go to BS, but I know you're out there. You don't really believe in that crap, do you? Well, not, some sort of. It's complicated. Right. So complicated that only you can understand it. Anyone can get it. Besides, it doesn't matter if those stories are real or not. Even if they're all liars, it doesn't necessarily mean the phenomenon is fake. Witness testimony can put a person in prison. There's not a single thing about this that's impossible. If you look into enough topics, you'll see how it makes sense. The skeptics want to feel safe, feel smart, make others feel stupid. Is that so? Impossible things happen every day. Think about where we are, what's around us, all this crazy crap we call modern civilization. Imagine what some guy from 200 years ago would think if you brought him a surrogate system. If you take the time to look, you'll find so much. It's difficult to tell what's real or fake, but still, people won't see anything unless they look. They won't know anything unless they find out. It takes effort. It takes time. It takes vigilance. And I am observant. Chill out, there's nothing out there. But what if there is? What if there is, and it's just waiting until I'm not paying attention? That's ridiculous. The world is a safe place, isn't it? I could hop on Surrogate and get more information. Francis. Franny. Oh yeah, shit, I'm coming, Granny. Damn, I can never tell who's talking anymore, me, myself, or someone else. Oh, hi, Granny. I finally did it. 1 million ticks on spaz. I know it was always the goal, but wow, I guess I never expected it to really happen. I can't believe we live in a time when a person like me trapped in a matrix like this can still do something with her life. That's awesome, Granny. I'm really happy for you. Are you now? Yes, I am. She worked really hard for this. It doesn't matter that I'm not into spaz. Social media just isn't my thing. But still, She really wanted this. And look at how happy she is. Happy. When I see that face, I don't exactly think happy. More like decrepit. Shut up, you ass. It's true, you know. You know it is. You think the same thing. No, I don't. Don't try to tell me what I think. I don't have to try, it's not a lie. I know she's old. That's what happens. People age and things kinda just change. Change. Absolutely. If by change you mean degenerate into a miserable, immobile lump of flesh only kept alive by those machines, so gently invading every orifice of her body, and then some. Well, what would you want, huh? Would you want to just die? It's more complicated than that. Franny. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's okay, honey. I know I'm rambling. I'm sorry, you know how I get when I'm excited. Here. I am focused on this. Sometimes it's hard to remember. That's what really important is right here, in the world, not on a screen. It's tough, this sickness. But the sickness can go to hell. I can't quit just yet. Not while I'm still here, still alive, still have things to do. What have you been up to, honey? Did you get your dress done? I bet it's beautiful. Well, not quite yet. I've been working on it a lot. So many ideas. I think it's still gonna be a minute before it's done. I should work on it more. I'd like to see it sometime, if you don't mind. I might be broken from the neck down, but I still got an eye for design. I remember when I was in the business, sewing up clothes and running fashion shows. I miss those days, working on designer dreams every day. More than anything, I just wish I could hold a needle again, just to remember what it feels like. But sometimes things get a little harder as time goes by. She wouldn't even know what she was looking at. Any message you're trying to convey would be lost on her. You know that. Please stop. I'm trying to listen. Don't let me get you down, though, Franny. You've got your whole life ahead of you. You just gotta get yourself out there. Yeah, a little hard to show yourself when you have nothing worth looking at. Beep boop. Bitch. You got a message. What the? Granny? Did you change the notification tune on Surrogate? Kick. You're only as old as you feel, Franny, and I feel fantastic. Happy birthday, Francis. 6 days ago. Work. You close tomorrow now, JP called off. Okay. Happy birthday. Tell your granny I said hi. And have an awesome day since 6 days ago. I can't believe it's been 6 days already. Well, you are a callous cunt. You don't care about anyone else, no matter how kind they are. If I messaged them now, they'd probably be mad that I didn't respond sooner. Maybe not. Who is to say? Yeah. But even then, I'd have to start a conversation. What's wrong about that? I don't know what to talk about. I don't really like talking to people. You liar, you talk all the damn time. You're also always glad whenever you actually do talk to someone. I don't know, it makes me anxious. I don't like the pauses and just, I don't know, fuck you. I get anxious. I can't control it. It just is. I think you're full of it. I think if your neck was an inch shorter, you'd choke on the amount of bullshit that spews out of your mouth. You're always craving attention or affection, or wanting to talk about something to someone. And then, when you have the chance, you don't want it. People aren't doing this to you. You're doing this to yourself. The world isn't being difficult. You are. The hell if. There are precedents to why this is. Tons of times I've tried, and someone else gave me shit. Brushed me off. Hurt me. It's not just me. What good are people anyway? They don't try to think, or if they do, they don't try to really connect. Not in any deep, honest sense. They just spew lifeless, meaningless words to their mouth to give the impression that they're really connected. It's all charades, lies, excuses, and empty-headed idiots that care about nothing other than themselves. There's always a look when you get close to something real or honest. There's always a tension that rises when you try to break through the BS. They either don't care or judge. There's always a look or an inflection that shows that they just can't stand to really open up. Sounds an awful like you, Francis. Shut up. I know I'm not like that. I try, I think, I feel, I can. And? Let me... Still waiting. You're cutting me off, you cunt. What was I doing again? What you always do, wasting time. Shut up. Focus. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. New fashion from Chrysalis Culture. So many beautiful things. Everyone else is always making so much more than me. Feels like I'm just getting left. Holy shit, that's awesome. I could make something like that. I could totally make something like that. I should really work on my dress. This site is so addicting though. At least I get inspiration from it. There you go again. Wasting precious. Ooh, look at that. I love Pentux so much, and the little capelet is so cute. Focus. Focus, Francis. What was I doing again? Alrighty, Internet. Lay it down for me. Let's see what Mr. Anonymous has to say about the streetlight conspiracy. Escape Panda. Subject black streetlights. Be me. Be walking home, 3 a.m. Notice a new black streetlight near bus stop. Think taxpayer change at work. Wait for bus. Play with phone dies. WTF.png. Fully charged not 2 minutes ago. Nothing to read, nothing to see. Check out bugs flying at streetlights. Notice that none fly near the new one. Start to check out the new design. All black, seamless metal. Green bulb for some reason. Looks out of place. Notice it's very out of place. Placement makes no sense. All the other lights are equal distances apart, but this one isn't. It's close enough to the bench that I could touch it without getting up. Strange. Check phone for time. Remember it said, look up and see streetlight is gone. I'm no longer alone. Suddenly feel paralyzed. Fuckme.png.gif. Creepy guy. Hat. Trench coat now sitting next to me. Can move my eyes but can't speak. Try to scream but only get out a faint whimper. Think I've been drugged somehow. Don't care if you believe me or not, this happened. Whatever that thing was, it wasn't human. It also tied to that streetlight, too. I've been seeing more pop up around town, and get chills every time I see one. Found some boards talking about these things called fleshers, and this definitely fits the description. Don't believe everything you read. Sounds pretty one-to-one with sleep paralysis to me. It was late coming home from work, so you're tired. Sit on a bench, bored and waiting. Sounds like the perfect situation to accidentally fall asleep, plus a weird freaky creature, plus paralysis. Seems pretty simple to me. Believe me or not, I know. This wasn't sleep paralysis. I've had episodes before, and this was not that. I can't convey to you how real it was. The fear I felt, as a skeptical person, and some of a history of insomnia. I know that this was something else entirely. Well, yeah, we have a name for it, and that's about it. I'm sure it felt very real. But you can't always trust your senses. The simplest answer is more often the right one. Seems a lot simpler to me that you fell asleep and had an unusual nightmare due to stress or insomnia as opposed to encountering some super streetlight flasher. Why does everyone assume a simple answer to things? Occam's razor is an overused excuse for pretentious people to feel smarter by suggesting simple answers to complex issues. They can't understand the right answer. The true answer isn't always the simplest one. Simple is also subjective. Simple to me is what happened. Exactly. Never said always. Just that it's a lot more realistic for you to have a vivid nightmare than meet a monster. If you really think otherwise, and I'm not being sarcastic, maybe you should get some help. If you really have trouble telling dreams apart from reality, it's okay, and you're not alone. I'm actually a student of psychology, and I know that the World Mental Directory has programs for exactly this sort of thing. CSync's website also has this good content to promote mental health and relapse. Just released a new over-the-counter medication to help with synchronize people with reality. Are you serious? I can't tell if you're screwing with me or if you actually buy into all that fascist BS. In any case, no, I don't need the Leda to tell me what to think. I'm perfectly capable of thinking for myself. Thank you. Next time you spout their propaganda, try to take your own advice. Don't believe everything you read. Pushy Cactus. I don't believe in the supernatural, but I think that there's something meta-natural about this. I had an experience about 2 weeks ago, and bruh, I got pics. Well, one pic, but it's solid. I don't know. It's so blurry. Could there really be a connection? This one kinda sounds like BS. Everyone thinks they have things figured out, but so many just base their ideas on a ton of assumptions. You say that as if you're not doing the same thing. What is that called again? Pot calling the kettle black? Well, fuck you too. How's that? There is a truth to things, and I can figure it out. Everything that passes through a person's mind is subjective. It's inescapable. The mind doesn't really observe so much as it interprets reality. We're stuck with a set of senses that can only see so much. We interpret what information comes and is reality, but not reality itself. We're trapped, caged in a body prison that makes us incapable of seeing anything without a veneer of personal bias. You can push beyond that, but even then, every angle of understanding boils down to definitions, associations, interpretations, none of which are the real deal. Words can't really describe the world. They're just symbols, road signs trying to point you in a certain direction. A conversation is just like a person giving you directions or reading a map. Sure, they can say to turn right, make a left, go straight, but ultimately they can't drive you there. They can't take the wheel with your hands and show you, not to tell you exactly what they mean. When Granny says she loves me, how do I know what she really means? If I ask a friend what they think about something, how do I know I'm understanding them right? When every word is a road sign, when everyone sees a sign in their own way, and when I can't tell what side of the road I'm supposed to be on, I feel like I'm just drifting. It's too much to handle. I can't read what the signs say. Every bump makes me shudder, and I'm going too fast, like the brakes just blew out. I can't pull over, I can't stop. I don't know where I'm going. I'm in the back seat, and the driver's seat is empty. I'm flying towards the semi-truck, and I can't stop. The horn sounds like thunder. I'm going to die. You know, if you actually wanted to make use of your time, why don't you make that dream a reality? We're by a busy street. It wouldn't be hard. Shut up. I just need to focus. I can figure this out. I don't know what to do. I need to work on my dress, but this is important. If there's any truth to this, the implications are insane. I need to figure this out. I need to think. 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 I could try to do more research, but what about the dress? I have a life to live, a dream to follow. It's important to be aware of things too, though. If I don't know what's going on or about to happen, how can I feel prepared for it? Damn it. I don't know what to do. What if there really is something going on, like an invasion, hordes of fleshers creeping up every corner in the whole city, in every city, waiting for their chance to pounce, reveal themselves, and throw the whole world into the clutches of some fleshy dystopia. What if it's not? What if instead there's some kind of massive paradigm shift approaching, one that would shake the foundations of society? Cover-ups linked to a conspiracy deeply ingrained in the Loa. An ever-growing number of eerie omens and countless testimonies suggesting an imminent trans-dimensional merger. Who the hell is going to care about a dress I'm making? How am I going to make a living? I hate working at fucking Fat Daddy's. I could do research on the fleshers. Alright, where can I actually get some accurate information. Anywhere that isn't the internet. I know a ton of the sources are shit, but if you look at enough, you'll see the things that match, the threads that line up and show themselves. If you keep pulling threads, you're only going to unravel your mind, not any kind of mystery. Whatever, I have to figure this out. A mind proves its worth when it works. Taking you as an example, it's worth nothing. Oh yeah, there's a new video on the inner tube about it. Why do I feel like this is like just a day in the life of Lunar D8 and his inner voice? Lots of ellipses. Fuck. It won't buffer. Oh, what a tragedy. Gods. Forbid you waste a single moment without being molested by the ceaseless flashing colors of a monitor. But it's informative. Informative. You mean it makes you feel like you're doing something other than gawking at a screen. Come on now. It's all entertainment. It's all a fix for your insatiable appetite to consume bullshit curated for your taste. You can say that you're learning something, spending your time wisely all you want, but you know what it is. You're intentionally putting things off, intentionally wasting what precious little time you have to be alive with flashing colors and a comforting narrator. Really, you just want to be told what you think and why. You're no different than anyone else. You're ravenous for orders, for someone else to tell you what to think and think for you. This idea of learning from this is just an excuse to compensate for your own inability to put the pieces together yourself. I'm sure if you could, you'd have them wipe your ass and tuck you in at night too. Fuck you. Oh yeah? Yeah, fuck you too. You know I'm right. You just want a peace of mind. I'm not going to criticize the spelling. You want to be told you're right, and that you're the smart one. You just want gratification for your own rampant, self-indulgent egotism. I thought about this before. I looked into it. Right. So you came up with this yourself, so you did all the work. Have anything to show for it? Oh yeah, you don't. Does every little thing I do have to come to this? I'm just telling you what you need to hear, dear. You're an idiot. A dunce. You're so desperate to make yourself appear to be better than you are. So desperate to make yourself feel like you're right, like you're smart, like your life has any sort of meaning. Just face the fucking facts. You want nothing more than to put yourself upon a pedestal, to make yourself feel like you're worth more than that sack of shit you are. Shut up. You just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. For fuck's sake, shut up. Alright. Maybe I could try to work on that dress now? Well, do it. I am. Quit rushing me. I don't even know where to begin. So much is screwed up already. Those seams are heinous. And you claim to know how to sew? Who are you trying to fool? The design is disgusting. Piss off. That's stupid. I like it, and that's what matters. I have a vision. I'm not making this for anyone other than me, and it suits my tastes. With a taste like that, you don't deserve a tongue. You might have a vision if all you can see are shit stains. Just like looking in the mirror. Even if you could fathom something, anything worth a damn, you'd never actually be able to pull it off. You can't sew a straight line, let alone a work of art. I do really like how I did the bodice, though, and I do love the big bow. The boutique would hate it. It basically goes against the current trends. They'd probably say it looks outdated. They'd be lucky not to vomit at the sight of an atrocity like that. Good. I'm glad it does. It's honest. It's a real reflection from someplace deep inside. I think it's pretty. If it ever sees the light of day, you should try out wearing a mask to hide your shame. This is my baby. This is a product of my hard work. It was made with meaning and love. If this is your child, it should have been aborted. Fuck you. Why does this always happen? Why do you torment me like this? What did I do? The reason is right in front of you. Expressions of ignorance and ineptitude deserve to be punished. Every time you fail, time is wasted. I should be a saint. I am helping. How do you expect to improve anything if you can't take criticism? I'm my own critic. I don't make things like this to please others, to live up to some stupid standard, or to be compared to someone else. Your work will never compare to those you love, to those that mean anything to you. You will never make anything of any merit, note, or worth. All the things made or shown are reflections of a person. To make something beautiful means some part of you is beautiful. Something with meaning means it's worth caring about. You are neither of those things. When I see your face, I feel nauseous. When I hear your voice, I want to choke it out. When I see you eat, I want to vomit. Every breath you take is stolen. Please stop. When you feel warm in bed, it makes me sick. It makes me sick that you think it's okay. To feel comfort, to feel safe. Please. You're repulsive. I hate you. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. You know, it doesn't look that bad. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Should I take a picture? If I do, I could post it online. Someone might like to see it. No one is interested in what you do. That's not true. I've posted stuff before and gotten a few views on things. I see things I love on there and all the time, and maybe it could inspire someone else. I doubt that. Even if not, who cares? It couldn't hurt anything. If it just adds to a lonely page, so what? If it was ever seen, they'd ravage it, tear it to shreds. All they can do is make comments. That's not so bad. It doesn't really make a difference. Yes, it would. You'd see them, and they'd hurt. Even if they're good, they'd infect you and influence you. They'd taint your work. Worse yet, they'd likely steal from it and covet any strand of decency you sewed into it, or they'd spy you as a thief, as an empty-headed hack. This is mine. I made it with love and intent. That should be enough. It should. It won't be. It's uninspired, ugly, poorly executed. Any feeling, any message you're trying to convey will fall on deaf ears. It's not their fault. It's yours. Maybe. Maybe not. Shit. It's like midnight. I have to open tomorrow. That hellhole always gets in the way. I never have enough time to do anything. I need a shower. I wonder what's been going on. I really need to stay off of news, though. It just keeps making me anxious. But the world could end at any moment. What if I miss it? Or they could suddenly enact their new world order. The plans, the subterfuge, the disinformation. I can't keep track of it all. I'm bound to miss things, but if I have to figure it out, just the gist at least. How can anyone focus on anything? How can you find solace in a cesspool? How can you be calm when the clandestine military-industrial complex is constantly conspiring to corrupt the world, to control the population through mass surveillance, subliminal brainwashing media, neurotoxic chemicals in the air, modified foods that weaken the immune system, cataclysmic environmental manipulation for political and military purposes, perpetual war and fear-mongering, compulsory vaccinations for genetically engineered diseases. They section off cities. I haven't been to Vovetska Nature Reserve in years. Is it still there? Will I ever see it again? The Great Liquidation. We had top-tier tech, and then what? Everything was fried. Decades of data lost. Yes, sir, Mr. Lack of Vowels. Of course, a pseudoplast hacker did it right. The people whose literal blood you use to make nectar. The most effective performance-enhancing drug in the Union. Did I say most effective? I'm sorry, pardon me, the most addictive. But he was a spooper genius. And of course, all of this analog stuff was already laying around. Obviously, this has nothing to do with the Neo-Ventrum merger. That would just be silly. Of course, the Aloha didn't already have an advanced interconnected computer system meant to brainwash the masses. They just worked really hard for 3 months to push it out. They deserve some applause for their hard work. What comes next? There's so much. It's everywhere and everything. As many dots to connect as there are grains of sand on a beach. Oh yeah, and the concealment of the existence of trans-dimensional species attempting to infiltrate or communicate or whatever the hell they're doing. There's no way to know for sure what they are, their intentions, or where they're from. They could be doing anything, and it could just look like this or that. Everyone thinks this is such an anthrocentric terms. Who's to say they're invading? Who says that they think like we do? Is someone there? Huh. I must just be hearing things. Maybe they were here first. Who's to say they're attempting real communication? It could be an illusion, or trap, or misdirection. Or it could be all exactly as it appears. Or it could be both, or something else entirely. People say they're evil, or emotionless, or whatever, but why? Because they don't smile? Because they don't have puppy dog eyes? They say the same thing about lizards. Such BS. Little Lizzie loved me. Everyone makes so many damn assumptions. It's insane. Why can't people just admit when we don't know something for a fact? But I know this is real. The evidence is endless. There's so much I have to figure out. I just don't have enough time. Whatever. I guess I'll go to bed. Maybe I'll get lucky and die in my sleep. That's stupid. Don't say that. Why not, you? Stop. Focus. Sleep. I should have told Granny good night. Focus. Focus on the dress. If anyone would see it, what would they say? Intricate, but in all the wrong ways. Shoddy, shitty, and any meaning would be indecipherable. Pointless, pretentious, imperfect in every way. Hell, does any of that even matter? Of course not. But then why show it at all? Why not keep it to myself, where it's safe and can be understood and appreciated? It's a part of me, one of the few parts I love. Couldn't someone else love it too? Couldn't someone else find meaning in it too? If someone could feel the same, could feel anything for this part of me, then shouldn't I share it? Shouldn't it be free? If not, wouldn't I just be holding it captive? You have no choice in the knowing of yourself, but you do decide whether or not you should show yourself. What was that poem? The one that I wrote the other day? Through gilded bars the sparrows saw the sky, but woe is she, for a bird in a cage may never fly. Is that a poem? Can it be that short? Or that bad? Screw it. It's my thing. I'm calling it a poem. Maybe I should get on Surrogate. Maybe get a second opinion. I could message Comrade. So you try out that new Nightwave Nectar? It's pretty good stuff. No, I quit drinking that crap after doing some research. You know it's basically poison. Plus it's literally fueling the war. Oh yeah? Where'd you hear that? A number of sources. If you look into it enough, you'll come across a lot of stuff talking about it. The miasmic military discovered pseudoplasmic cell shards in the colonial days. They found out they had these spherical special properties. They used it in conjunction with this extraterrestrial entity that was basically a living power plant and produced this highly addictive juice. The juice enhances the senses and physical performance. They did all kinds of experiments with it and ended up making nectar. All the companies in the CR are in on it, and everything from relabs to care. What sources specifically? Honestly, I don't really remember all of them. I know there are good videos about it on the intertube. The thing is, the cell shards are infected with this blight. It's tied to their genetic deficiency somehow. And they're putting that shit in the nectar. That's like the main ingredient. You really gotta dig for information, but if you do it for long enough time, you'll find the right stuff. Anything on the contrary, like studies or peer-reviewed papers? Well, there's a ton of propaganda, forgery, and disinformation issues you'll run into. If you follow the money, names, and things like that, you'll see how the corporations are really pulling the strings with this stuff. There's a lot of common sense stuff involved here too. Like when you find something suspicious, there is usually a good reason behind it. So there's no certified documentation. I wouldn't say that exactly. I know there are papers like that. They're just few and far between and usually end up censored by the limits. Like I've seen them on the deep dives. So the energy drinks, that might as well be mandated if you want to compete on the job market, and are not only toxic but are fueling the war? You're saying that the Loa used the pseudoplast blood to make the enhancer. All the big companies are in on it? Basically all the papers and studies you can find are BS, but the few you end up finding on the net that say something else are legit. You're saying that there's a massive conspiracy involving an energy drink, the war, big corps, and there's little to no supporting evidence, no real tangible, verified, peer-reviewed that you can find on the Loa site instead of InterTube? It's complicated, but yeah. I don't have it all figured out or anything. Those are just some big parts of it. It goes deep. Right. The truth is, between the lines. Trust me, I've been on this sort of thing for a long time. How much time are you spending on this stuff? Maybe you need to take a vacation of something? Seriously, I think it would help clear your head. Or play a game of something. Get your mind off all the BS. It just stress you out. I'm part-time. I can't take vacations. Weren't you wanting to be a fashion designer? Whatever happened with that? It's taking forever. I keep making stuff, but I can't seem to get it out there. Nobody seems interested, plus I'm just not savvy with things like spas. The biggest things, though, is time and energy. My job drains the life out of me. Didn't you say you're part-time? Like, surely you have time off. Just work on the stuff when you get home. It doesn't work like that. I have to be in the right state of mind. I have a dream, and it's killing me. There are precious things that I see sometimes, and I want to show that. I want to share it, but everything, the daily bullshit, the intrusive thoughts, there's so much taking residence in my mind. Plus everything that's going on. I can escape. I've done it before. I've always done it through my work. But anymore. For fuck's sake, every time I pick up a needle, my hands shake. I don't know what to do. It's like I can't make myself work, but I can't live without it or I'll go crazy. You're just overthinking it. Just relax. Make a spaz account, throw some things on there, and you'll get somewhere with patience. What if it gets copied? What if no one cares? What if I spend all this time trying to share it, and it just bites me in the ass? Time is so limited in life. I can't afford to waste time. I have to make the right choices. Don't stress on that shit, dude. You have a life, and the key word is you. Live it for yourself. Don't ever try to base it on other people's petty opinions. It'll never make you happy. Besides, the worst that could happen is a bunch of assholes bitch online, and nothing else changes. Or just keep it as a hobby. You still have a job, still have a life, and you don't have to worry about it. Why try to climb a mountain when a valley view is just as good? That valley can go to hell. I hate my job. It's soul-sucking and worthless. There's no meaning in it. I can't just waste what little time I have doing something that means nothing to me. It pays the bills, doesn't it? And it could be so much worse. Like you could be a slave. At least you're getting something out of it. Not everything can be perfect. Sometimes you just gotta deal with shit like that. That's just how life is. It burns my soul. I hate it. The uniform, the stench, the filth, and worst of all, people. Arrogant, ignorant, selfish, worthless, disgusting, putrid people. I can do something more than this. I make things that mean something to me. I just want that. I just want to share it. I want people to see it, to get it, for it to help people like it helps me. I can't work on what matters when I'm dragged away every day to waste my life in that repulsive cesspit. You're not there constantly. Come on, you said it's part-time. You're just being dramatic. It's not that bad, trust me. It drains me dry like a leech, and I can't get out of my mind. Everything always sticks, except the things I want to. I just keep getting older, the time keeps rushing by, and I don't want to get old and I don't want to die. I just want to sow something, show something. I want to do something that means something. What's so important? Why can't you just do both? Just be happy with what you have. Do you even know what you want? What are you trying so hard to do? Life is hard, working is hard, but it's not that hard. You can handle it, everyone else does. Maybe. But what is it to handle anything? If you're strapped to a chair and someone is digging a hot iron in your chest, you don't have a choice but to take it. You can't just say I give up and die. Tapping out isn't even an option. I don't know about you, but if my body simply kept working and I lived with my body deformed by fire, I wouldn't exactly feel a sense of pride. It's just pain. Well, yeah, but that's not exactly happening right now, is it? You're not in a torture chamber. You're not 6 feet under. Come on, you have different issues. That's not the point. Pain is different for different people. A tickle to you might be a burn for me, and vice versa. Everyone seems to just brush this sort of thing off. You're just overthinking things. Overthinking things. Overthinking things. Overthinking things. Of Earth and Kings and the NGS Next Generation Sequencing. Oh yeah. You're just overthinking things. Well, there's a problem with that. I don't know about you, but I can't exactly switch my mind off. Now, can I? I can't just flip off my thoughts and feelings. Or are you suggesting I stick myself with something that takes it away? A prick, a needle, or a knife, and everything will be alright. It's all sick shit. It doesn't matter how much it tears you apart. You can't wipe away a hole in your heart. How poetic. You should write that one down. People talking in purple prose comes off as pretentious, you know. Why did you say that? Why with that tone? Is it stupid to try to say something the way I want to say it? You tell me to be myself, but do you expect me to be the same as everyone else? When I really try to be me, you just end up mocking me. I'm sorry, Francis. I didn't mean it like that. What did you mean then? What did you mean? You talk about your mind and emotions like there's something you can tame, something that just does a trick or two when you want them to. I'm not asking to be perfect and happy all the time. I just want to be me and feel okay most of the time. Is that really too much to ask? Am I selfish? Is that wrong to want? Look, I'm sorry, but I can't fix your problems for you. But I'm here. Are you? Are you really? Don't give me that bullshit. I'm trying. I could ask you the same thing, but I don't know if you'd hear me with you so stuck in your own head. Don't try to tell me I'm not listening or I don't care. For fuck's sake, Francis, when was the last time you tried to help me? Do you really think you're the only one that got dealt a shit hand in life? You have no idea what this is like. If you're so stuck on thinking nobody cares, then maybe you do something to make people care. Maybe try to actually be a part of people's lives instead of just your own. Maybe think about something other than self for once. So which is it then? You said not to care about people and then you tell me to live my life for them? What are people worth when every interaction is just skin deep? It's always a facade of fake feelings, fake faces, and everyone just wants to play along and pretend. People don't really connect. You stick a person in a place and they talk to kill their boredom. For someone who hates herself so much, you're awfully self-centered. There's nothing else there. Nobody really cares. Message deleted. That's how that conversation would go if I sent something. That's right. You shouldn't manifest it. I think it's best that you don't start it in the first place. Yeah, I can't conduct myself. Every time I try to reach out, I just make things more complicated. That, and who the hell wants to hear it? But that's not real. That's not happening right now. If all of this is something it shouldn't be, I just shouldn't spread the sickness. I should sleep on it. Where am I? What is this? What's the matter, Franny? It looks like you've seen something foul. I see shades of green and blue, but there are more colors of the rainbow than can ever be seen by me or you. Time is tricky, but I'm asking how. We know what came after first and now. The order of things, their place and hue, is a messy puzzle put together by the parts of you. Patterns are pretty, but they're hard to see when every single one of them is on the same tapestry. We need to focus, Francis, to find ourselves. Franny, fate is a fast food menu. You have your options, but you still have to fill the order. When you buy a book, it's already written, but you still have to read it. Fate is to follow in your own footsteps. The hell is that supposed to mean? Yeah. This seems right. I remember this. I'll walk until I find a road. Nice. I guess I could drive the rest of the way. I'm going to be so late. I guess it doesn't matter. Mel's gonna go on and on about gas mileage. Ooh. What the flippity fuck is this? I gotta get a better look. It's so gorgeous. Wait a minute. Wait, oh. Oh. I'm dreaming. Hold it together, Francis. It's been forever since I've had a lucid dream, and I don't want to screw it up. Hello? Don't you just love flippin' patties? What's so wrong with working at Fat Daddy's? That despicable slop dungeon is an affront to everything I hold dear. My dignity, my dreams. Is that so? Well, you could always leave, you know. It's not that simple. I can't. I'm trapped. It's not my choice. I'm sorry, but I don't see a ball and chain. Tell me, whose choice was it to work there again? I have to endure it. I can't just quit. I'd lose all the time, all the effort, the everything. What would it be if I did? Worthless. I have to earn my keep. It sounds like you really want to stay. Is that really what you're trying to say? No. Then why are you dressed like that, even in your dreams? You like to wear that shirt and hat. That's not funny. Now, there's no need to shout. Just tell me truly, what's all this fuss really about? What's wrong? You've got nothing to say? If you don't want to talk, I may as well walk away. You don't have feet. Indeed, I don't. But then again, don't you? If you hate your lot in life, there's always something you can do. I can't do that either. All my work is rubbish. Every seam I sew is shit. I just want to make something that makes the struggle worth it. Dreams are splendid, but they're the easy part. You knew that this would be difficult from the start. But it never works right, no matter how hard I try. I just keep failing. I just want to die. Is that so? Well, I can grant some wishes, you know. Quit mocking me. I'm very serious, but how serious are you? What is it that you really want to do? I'm dead serious, damn it. I want to matter. I want to make a difference. I want to help. You plan to do that with a dress. My, your priorities are a mess. It's more than just a dress. It's my dream. To make something beautiful and share what that means. It's a part of me that I want to see. It's fickle, it's hard, and what comes out is always imperfect. I'm fighting a tide of fabric and being dragged under. I'm so tired my feet fail to move. Broken threads are wrapped around my ankles, and the weaves keep crashing down. I'm suffocating. I've been holding my breath for so long, all I see is black. But I swear I saw a light. There's something down there. Something beautiful hidden beneath the seams. Something screaming to be seen. The terms to make a difference lie nestled in your hand, Francis. Shall we partake in a pity party, or pop the purple pill? 'Tis all the same to me, Francis. Do what you will. Nom. I hope it goes well. Oh shit. Maybe I should just quit. What's the worst that would happen? I hate it so much. So much. That's what I'll do. There's no point wasting my life away at a place like that. There's so much more I could do. I'm better than that shithole. You're going to be late. Fuck. Clean, well, a shirt. Name, badge, phone, smokes, keys. I can do this. I've done it before. It's not a big deal. I'll be fine. Just calm down. I wonder who I'm working with today. Oh, please, God, no. So I says to him, you can follow ya, and so I just cranked the flag and the lips and the cagle ya. So the I wanted them to watch one of the order models, you know, but anyway, make a long story short, I mentally and finally I said, all the lecture just go. Yeah. So that's how my morning went. But you know, that reminds me, man, for every time I love it, I lead up to the did I ever tell you about the Saturday and I went in the African and I swear I swallowed the whole thing? You know, I was back in the day, I was a man whore. You know, I just can't turn down some fat. You know what I mean? You don't know how to take me, do you? You know I don't know. Anyways, puniti, but oh, and that time I stuck my leg in there, you know, and I was drunk as and I don't care. You see, the clouding and I wasn't ignorant enough to shit happens, but every time he sees me, he tells me the same story. Every fucking time. You know, that reminds me of that. It's like that. But how long I had a thought tea and I had a right? Wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so disgusting. Might talk myself. If he ever mentions something worth talking about. Not even that, really, just if he wouldn't go on and on ceaselessly. So I says to him, I shot him, you can laugh, and so I just cranked up the flame and the elliptical and then crowd naga. So I got him, one of them is, and he watch order models, you know, and anyway, make a long story. Okay, we're looping. This hurts to say. Fuck. Finally, I said, fuck me, what did I do to deserve this torture? So I says to him, okay, it's just looping. I know. For fuck's sake, I do not care. Please make it stop. Yeah, I quit. I'm not allowed to quit? Fucking... Fuck you! Seriously. So quitting is not an option. Just say I need to clock in. Well, maybe it's just not registering the... Nope, I can't. Oh, the illusion of choice. I could try to listen to what he's saying. That's not a choice. Okay, I'll try to let him finish. So either that or the other option were my only options. I can't be rude. I hate life. Fuck me. So that's how my morning went, but you know that... Oh my god. It'll be over soon, right? You just don't know how... Right? Oh, and the time I stuck my... what the fuck, man. Please let me go. I just need to throw myself into traffic. So it would be quick. You see... It would only take a sec, I swear. Oh my god. Yep, yep. Alrighty. Yeah, well, I gotta get clocked in, okay? Just another day at Fat Daddy's. Late again. Alright, just stay calm. Looks like it's gonna be a slow day. Shouldn't have anything to worry about. You got this. Howdy. Howdy. Howdy, huh? Excuse me, where's my welcome to Fat Daddy's, home of the Fat Daddy's Burger? This is a joke, right? What? I see. The hairless wrong with me then, huh? Why don't I get a proper fucking welcome, huh? Huh? Oh! Hey, dude, just get your food and get out. What is happening? Come on, Mel, dude. I can handle this. I don't need for you to come cover me. Hey, Melvin. Alright, whatever. I want a double Fat Daddy with extra drippy dews, and a large Pop-O-Cola, and a large fry with Phoebes. With Phoebes. Did I fucking stutter? Why do I want to kill everyone in this game? Like, I'm not the only one who feels very annoyed with the other human beings in this game. Why the fuck did I get out of bed? He's got to be screwing me. There's no way he's not. Got it. I'll be ready in just a minute. In just a minute, sir. Yeah, just a minute. Fucking... You can hear me pushing the button. Let me fucking quit the job. What a cockwort. You're such a spineless pig. You can't handle someone raising their voice just a little, huh? Nobody should have to deal with people like that talking to you in such ways. Like the dude at the entrance, unacceptable, and that dude there's unacceptable. Piss off, I don't need this shit, I did fine. Right. Belittled, spat at, and submissive. What an excellent display of dignity. I'll say this, I can at least understand this shit, because let's be clear. At one point, I've worked in multiple restaurants. Heck, at one point I was a manager at a restaurant. I'll tell you this, there was a time where we had drunk people come through and they pissed all over the part of the building. There's another time we had people light part of the building on fire. There's a time we tried to rob shit. Heck, there was a time where people came in and started fucking around with shit. And you know those like little water bucket things that have ice and bottles of water in it? Fucking big ass dude just fucking picked it up, threw it over the counter, and just threw it into me like a fucking baseball. That was fucking shitty. I had someone try to take a can of stainless steel cleaner to my eyeballs. Then again, there are a few other things that happened that were a little different where, like for example, there was one day we had a cashier and she was working at the, cash register, obviously, being, a cashier. And there were people, they came in, they were drunk, and they basically, called her a fat, ugly bitch. And I'll say this. Yes, she was. She was very fat, she was very ugly, and she was kind of a bitch. But, one, she didn't do anything wrong to the people that were ordering, and two, regardless of all of those statements, she is still a human being with feelings that doesn't deserve to be treated that way or told that sort of stuff. Just because, objectively the person was fat and ugly. That's true. And the person was just kind of a bitch about a lot of things. But that doesn't mean she deserves to be talked to that way. So what I did is I just went up to them and told them, here's your money back. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. And it's like, yeah, I can. Take your money back, get out of the store. And it's just, Because I'll say this. That and multiple other times, like, I've had coworkers where I really did not fucking like them at all. They fucking piss me the fuck off. But at the end of the day is this. They're still human. They don't deserve to get treated that way or talked to in such a way. Because after all, I know what it's like to be talked to in such a way. So, I'm not going to stand for other people getting treated that way. But yeah, that's the main point. It's just that so many times you get talked down to about shit, and it's like, it's just you're told you're supposed to handle it professionally, and you do. You get talked down to about it, but also the moment you do anything about anything, it's talked down about that too. It's like told no matter what choice you make, it's wrong, and no matter what you do, you're criticized. So it's like, okay, thanks. That's so fucking helpful and constructive and fair. An excellent display of dignity. Hello. Hi, I need a pickles with problem cheese. Chicken sink. Kitchen sink. Butts. That plus a greasy chicken plopper. Fries, maybe? Yeah, no? What a cunt, this guy. What is that number? 4? You can read the number, but not see the picture? Oh, the one with the big picture on display that says, try out the new screaming pork peels. Yeah, that one. Alrighty. We're having a monthly special for those right now. Would you like to add half-pound fat daddy? You can get that plus a medium peel spock for $2.95. Yeah. Alright. No. The rage inside. It burns. Yeah, I think that's it. Can I make an additional save? Why do I only have one save place? We can't pull up a history to read things. Yeah, I might as well overwrite it because you only gave me one save. I can't believe he ordered something else for once. He usually just wants nuggies. Huh, weird. Okay, so last time I was here, my order was made wrong. So I'm just going to try to spell it out for you, okay? Like, here's the thing. I'll say this. There are so many times I've gone to a restaurant and I have gotten the wrong order. And I'll tell you this. I have never gone back to the restaurant and bitched about it. Ever. Because here's the thing. More than likely, if I go back, it's not going to be the same person working and doing it all the time. And even then, I think the only thing I would really consider a bit annoying is if they fuck up the order. I'm like, okay, it's a slight inconvenience, but not a big deal. It's like, oh, you get a sandwich that's missing certain toppings or whatever. Okay, whatever, it's not a big deal. I still got a sandwich. I'm not going to, and even if I return to the store later, I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm not going to complain or bitch about it. It's not a big deal. And like, unless there's like something majorly wrong with it, like a severed fucking fingers inside the sandwich, I'm not going to go back and complain. I'm like, oh no, you missed. Like, here's the thing. Every time I bought a meal and they forgot to give me my sandwich. I mean, yeah, that fucking sucks. I'm like, oh crap, you didn't give me my sandwich. But that day, who fucking cares? It's not a big deal. There's no sense being straight about that. That being said, what does piss me off about that isn't the fact that that's wasted money where, you know, you spent money, you didn't even get what you paid for, and that they didn't give you what I asked for. What irritates me about it is, like, take when I worked for Skynet here recently. It's just, it was a job that was so overly strict in terms of what you did and how quickly you did it. It's just, because that's the thing. I've had restaurant people, you know, I've worked at restaurants myself, though I felt I did a damn good job. And then it just didn't pay enough to really pay any sort of bills. But then I'll say this. I never bitched to anyone who really gave a shit. Also, am I supposed to click on this spider up here or something? Nope, okay. But yeah, she is kind of being a bitch. I agree, me. But like, I've gotten restaurants that fucked up my food before. I mean, honestly, if a restaurant really fucks up the food pretty bad, like they make a cheeseburger and they made it raw, then I just won't eat at that place again. And if there's, but in general, if it's just like, oh, they forgot some toppings or just forgot, like I got a couple sandwiches and they forget one of them, whatever, not a big deal. I don't fucking give a shit. Now, if it's something like major, like there's a fucking severed finger in the sandwich, okay, at that point I'm having to take a picture and it's something I'm complaining about and probably going to police about. But if it's just like they forgot something on a sandwich or something or got something wrong, whatever. It's not a big deal. One, more likely whoever you're bitching to about isn't the one who did it. And even if they didn't, you know, people make mistakes. It's understandable. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's a life and death situation. Like, oh no, you didn't get the sandwich. You're gonna fucking starve to death. You know, there's always, you know, we're not in a time of fucking famine. That being said, the main thing that does irritate me and does make me pissed off about stuff isn't even a thing I even mention to the employees. Like, say if a restaurant fucks up an order. There is something about that does piss me off, but it's not like I ever say it to the employees, because it really doesn't have anything to do with them. And really, it's not something I even want to talk to them about. It's that I think about the level of missing something, where you miss a sandwich, or you make it incorrectly, or that you take way too long at it. I'm not upset that you missed my sandwich. I'm upset as I think about all the jobs I've worked at, and how even if I made a 10th or even a 100th of a fraction of that level of mistake, how much I would be bitched at, how much I would be yelled at, how badly I would be treated over it. Now, of course, I'm not going back and bitching at the employees, but at the end of the day, it's like I feel like there's so many jobs that would have pretty much just outright fired me if I made that level of mistake. So again, my complaint isn't of something wrong with a topping. It's that if I made even a fraction of that kind of mistake, the amount of backlash I would fucking face at a lot of jobs I've worked at. Then again, I think it's kind of interesting when it comes to cussing at video games. Because at the end of the day, a video game is just a video game. It's not a big deal. But at the end of the day, is this. There's so many things in life where you have scenarios where you can't just say fuck it and get pissed off. And so many times you have to like just, there's serious major stuff that does bother you. But playing a video game is just a nice way to like sometimes either turn your mind off, or escapism, or something just plain old fun. Or if you're cussing at it, it's a good way to just sort of vent frustration with very real, very serious things in life. So while the video game itself doesn't fucking matter, it's a good way to vent, frustration and stress and anger in a safe, comfortable environment. Especially when most of the things that do make you pissed off, you're not in a position where you can express that anger. Or it's even about stuff that's where there's literally nothing you can do. But at the very least, you can get pissed off at Super Meat Boy falling in a fucking ditch and fucking tell off a video game character to at least make yourself feel better and to vent the pent-up aggression and sadness and grief and anger and frustration and anxiety. It makes you feel better. I don't want another experience like last time. Would you like to try a hot iron up your ass instead? I don't know why your services went down the drain lately, but I just might start taking my business elsewhere, honey. Please, please do. So try to make this one right, okay? I need a double half-pound Fat Daddy burger with a large size of screaming pork peels and a Diet Devola Cola for $2.95. But what? Is this hell? Double. She said double half-pound? Wrong size peels? And wrong fucking soda brand? Breathe. So, 2 half-pound Fat Daddies, large peels, and I'm sorry, miss, but we only carry Popola soft drinks. Excuse me. First and foremost, that's not my order. I said a double half-pound. We don't actually serve full-pound burgers, but we can add some. Really now? Well, I just bought one here last week. The sign is for half-pound Fat Daddies and medium peels for $2.95, miss. That's not what I read. I can, go check it to make sure. I feel like Squidward had a much more, tolerable work environment than this. Yes, please do. There it is. Our deal should be displayed on the screen there. Oh, well. If only I could pour that vat of boiling grease down your shit-coated throat, I might truly find happiness. So you want what kind of soda instead? Diet Devola Cola. My apologies, miss. We only serve Popola Cola drinks here. Is there any alternative soft drink that you would like to add to your purchase? Here we go. Just dig your nails into... Annihilate. Just dig your nails into their palm and smile. Okay, how about this? How about I speak with your manager instead? Lenny! This woman wanted to speak with the manager. I've actually been that manager. I've had to deal with rude people like this. Gotcha, Francis. Go take a smoke break. Thank you so much. Wait. Am I seeing things? Finally. What the hell is that? No way. I can't. Oh. Oh. Yelling noises. Oh damn. Beverly must have really gotten to Francis. Just let it out, Franny. Just let it all out. Okay, on the one hand, you are being emotionally supportive, that you actually care about her feelings, and in regard, like, okay, she's really frustrated, and you just want her to feel better. But are you really just that unexpected, like something bad could be happening, like maybe she needs help? That it could be like an emergency? Dude, are you there? Hey. Hey, Ba. Francis? Oh, shit. Manager needs you back, Ba. Of course. Right, fuck me. I can't believe I saw one. I knew it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it was real. Howdy, Francis. What? Howdy? Yes. Howdy. I'm afraid that what I want may not be on the menu. Oh? Yes, but I believe all the necessary ingredients are nearby. We can't. I think you can, and I know you will. I want a number 1, a burger, but one with a single exception. I want it to be perfect. Okay. So you can arrange this. Yeah, I think so. Good. I expect to be satisfied. So this is my burger? Burger cat! Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I can't do that theme music. Yes, sir. Burger? I mean, yes. This is your burger, Mr. Fat Daddy Burger. Yeah, you're, perfect Fat Daddy Burger, sir. Perfect. Indeed. It is perfect. Perfectly wrong. What do you see here? This. I smell your hands on it. This is what we call perfect. I'd really like to know. Perfectly wrong. Attention. In order to compensate for the high cost of our ongoing legal proceedings with sanitation, the current staff of Fat Daddy's Burger Dungeon will be downsized. Due to the accumulation of yearly pay bonuses, employees having served the longest sentences will be eliminated first. Employee 1205867, you are hereby terminated. 6 years flew by. Wasted. Well, wasted is a strong word for your time there. Relatively, anyway. What is a wasted 6 years compared to a wasted life? I'm constantly amazed at how incompetent you are. Even that troglodyte you called a coworker could keep a job. Now what? Do you expect that decrepit crone to pay for everything, considering what you are? I suppose this was inevitable. So much time, so little progress, nothing to show for it. If this was a test, you failed. I tried. I guess my best wasn't good enough. It never was, and it never will be. I'm home, Granny. I brought dinner. I wonder if anything new is on the content. Delicious content. I hope so. Alright, let's... What the hell is this? My dress? I didn't do this. They stole it. They stole it from me? Who? Who did it? Granny? 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 What did you... What? Oh. No. Oh. That's right. I forgot. You never did see it. I never showed you. Did I? Beep boop. Beautiful. You have an urgent message. Would you like to play your new voicemail? New voicemail. Hello, Miss Frances Penroach. This is an automated message from the CUR, Collective for Unity and Restoration in association with the Relabs Biomatrix Division. In accordance to the LOA Limits Association of Administrators, we regret to inform you that we have detected that Miss Gertrude Penroach has recently expired. We offer you our sincerest apologies. Being as Frances Penroach is the side inheritor of Miss Gertrude's estate, we're calling to inform you that unfortunately you are already a day late on your payment. It appears that your current income status is insufficient and incompatible with current loan regulations. Due to the present strains on our glorious nation's economy, citizens such as yourself, currently residing on Volvetska, cannot be afforded slack on payments. Your estate is set to be liquidated at approximately 7:36 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you would like to file a complaint, our office hours are 8 a.m. through 3 p.m., excluding weekends. Debt collectors will arrive in 2 to 3 hours to retrieve and recycle Miss Gertrude Penroach. We apologize for this inconvenience. Have a great day. Message end. I tried. Not hard enough. I swear. I'm sorry, Granny. Beep boop. Trudy, new message from Richard. Who the hell is that? Everything's in place, Trudy. I can't thank you enough. So long as the bird didn't sing too soon, she'll be safe. I sent a message to her system. She'll see it the next time she checks her messages. Sweet dreams, and tell the gals I'm sorry I forgot the flowers. Knock knock. Greetings, Miss Frances. In accordance with the LOA CUR regulations on biomass maintenance, we're here to collect and recycle Miss Trudy Penroach. Please, if you don't mind, allow us to relieve you of your burden. 3 weeks later, everything is gone. Not everything. Well, shit. I guess I'm really down to it now. Well, I can give you 15 for the dress. I'm sorry, I really can't go any higher than that. I do have to resell it, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. As for the shirt, I'd say 5. Looks a bit worn out. Do you know how much a consultation with the World Mental Directory might be? I only have 5 on me. Lloyd's Antique Emporium. About 15. They recently lowered their admission fee. But I'd be careful when it comes to that, miss. I've heard some things about what they do over there. They say that Relabs, really the whole CUR organization as a whole, is into some pretty dark stuff. I'm talking about human experiments, mind control, black magic. Oh yeah? Where did you hear that? Mostly From the guy that owns this shop. He's a weird little man, never shuts up about that sort of thing. Well, that plus I got a friend that's in the know about that kind of stuff. Haven't seen him be wrong once. If you're into all that conspiracy stuff, he's your man. He's not a kook like Lloyd. He's got credentials. Credentials, huh? He's a sleuth. Got a place called Dick Langley Detective Agency, and I think it's about $10 for consultation. So if I needed someone to look into something fishy, he'd be a good guy to go to? Absolutely. I got the address if you want it. He's seasoned, but he's just starting this gig working for himself. I know he's begging for business. Yeah, I probably should just save the video here. I'll try to. Actually, how much would you give me for this phone? How about 50? Do you have a dressing room? I don't know if I can really pull it off. Maybe it's too much, or not enough. I think it's just right. You really think so? I really do, Francis. Absolutely. I wonder if the dress would look different if I'd actually spent more time focusing on it. In a word, I'd say perfect. Thank you so much. Well, you gave it your best, and now you've one lovely little dress. But what do you think? I feel good. As well as you should. Threads sewn and secrets shown, and now you have something real, and you can call your own. So you made it a reality, for what that's worth to you. Or perhaps you're lucid dreaming and just know what to do. Could be both things be true? That's funny. He's a detective, and you said his name is Dick? Dick is another term for detective, right? Right, but his real name's Richard. How does that... Wait. Hello? What is happening? Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. This must be the place. Looks like you've seen something foul. No way. Surely you know who I am. It's Francis. Richard, actually. No, my name is Francis. Sorry, Sally. I'm bad with names. I knew Trudy well. Some might say pretty well. I even met you when you were a bud on a rose bush. Then again, I wouldn't be a dick if I didn't sue detective work now, did I? See, sunshine, things are a bit sideways. What do you mean? I'm sorry, Freddy, but your granny wanted to die. The story's long and it ain't too sweet. Things were never so simple even from the start. I know what you're thinking. I gotta know. And I gotta know now. Why won't this washed up spiff loosen his lips and spill the beans already? Things ain't so simple, see? You got a phone, Franny? Not anymore. I decided to ditch it at the antique shop. I don't know why selling that thing never occurred to me. Good enough for me, Sweet Pea. Then we can speak easy. I take it you ain't tapped, considering we're having this conversation. and I can assure you this room ain't rigged. Did you just grab the fucking text box? You're being watched, Franny. And it ain't just one watching. I don't peg you as a cream puff, sweet pea. I know you're packing a pistol in your pocket. No word doesn't mean jack to Sally, but I assure you I am on your side. But I need to know that you're on mine. I need you to make a choice, Franny. The difference it makes is up to you. Trudy was sociable, to say the least. Made a lot of friends, got a lot of connections. Trudy left me with the access code to a confidential list of sorts. This place isn't what you think it is, Franny. I can get you your name on that list. You can dip out and get gone. Leave all this behind in a flash. Wouldn't blame you if you did. Or you can grab a drink and we can talk. What you got? A bottle of Jade High Grade. I thought High Grade Enhancer was off limits in Varetska. I never said it wasn't. Nice. What do you want to know, sunshine? Can't say too much, but shoot, and I'll tip the tonic. Ever think of her username, Franny? Granny's username? I can't say I have. Trudy. And that's what she was. She was always the true detective. Old Dick wouldn't have Jack without Trudy. The funds she raised through her media career built this agency, and my life as a private eye. I owe everything to her. So the two of us got to business, but things slid sideways again when we found out what we were really up against. Things take time. That and Trudy was trying to ensure that you and your ma were safe. I tried to contact you through your surrogate system. Trudy's had a special deposit box only her and I had access to. Oh, and I'm sorry, I don't mention it. I knew you weren't exactly a Tweety bird. Should have handed it over in person, but I got eyes on me. Point is, I hope you liked the cheese, because we got loads of cheddar. Cheese is good. Right. And we got a lot of fat rats sniffing around, rats with big eyes and big guns. It's been ages since it's happened. But they have murdered those girls in cold blood, just to get to us. Blue suit blokes got away with it too. And darling, I'm sorry to say things just can't stay that way. We gotta do something about it. The clock's ticking. And it's about that time. We're gonna pop this purple pill. 3 weeks later. Okay. Howdy. Assumptions can lead to the apocalypse. Wouldn't you agree? This place can be cold, empty, and quiet. So much so that a part of me was screaming just to fill the silence. I screamed for a long time. I screamed my lungs out. But no matter how hard I tried, it didn't make a difference. It took some time to figure it out. I just had to listen, and then I found something. I heard a little secret when I lit a match. Something tucked right between the threads. It was something small, but it's warm. A faint flame glowing in a gloomy place, like a lonely star spinning out in space. When I finally stopped screaming, I could hear a song. I could hear a song. I just wanted answers. Sometimes answers aren't easy. The world is dark, but we can make it bright. I think we're all like streetlights at night. Okay. Apparently it's got multiple endings and stuff, so... I don't know if it's made by the same people, but it definitely is very reminiscent of the milk games. Milk inside of a bag, milk outside of a bag, milk, milk. Looking up, I see only a ceiling.